Hello friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So today we are unlocking the secret power behind some of the coolest patterns and logic in Java, the nested loop. Ever wondered how to create a grid of numbers, print star patterns or loop through a matrix? That's where loops inside loops or nested loops comes in. Think of it like this: imagine a clock. The minute hand moves every 60 seconds and when it completes a full circle, the half hand ticks once. That's exactly how nested loop work. One loop runs inside another step by step. Once you master nested loop, you will be able to build more complex logic, handle 2D arrays and even crack coding challenges with confidence. So I hope you will be enjoying this video in which we will be learning about nested loops in Java. So if you understand this video and if you enjoyed this amazing tutorial, so remember to hit a like to this video. And if you are new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I will be uploading on this channel. So let's dive in and see how these loops work together like gears in a machine. Alright, so we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today in this video I will be telling you that what are nested loops in Java. So first of all we need to understand that what is this term meaning by nested loops. So if we understand what are nested loops, so it is also possible to place a loop inside another loop. This is called a nested loop. So it's really simple that if you are placing a loop inside another loop, it can be any loop here, it can be a for loop, it can be a while loop, it can be a do while loop. If you are placing a loop inside another loop, this will be called as nested loop. The inner loop will be executed one time for each iteration of the outer loop. So here I have created one for loop in which I have added 3 statements, and in this for loop I have added all the things here which I want. Like you can say a normal for loop I have created, and this I want this for loop should be execute 2 times when I print this in my Java file here. So for that I need to add this inner loop as well, and when I am adding this outer loop, and with that I am adding this inner loop as well, so I will be getting this inner loop printed 6 times in my output. You can say 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. That's the reason you will be getting this thing printed 6 times in your output, and this outer loop will be printed 2 times in your output. So now we need to check this is correct or not, and for that I will be opening my NetBeans IDE, because you all know that in the previous videos as well we were just using our NetBeans IDE here, because I think this is the best IDE for beginners if they're starting with Java. I will be removing this start page here, and this is main.java file. I will be removing all the things here because in previous videos we were just working on for loop and different other loops as well, like while loop and do while loop. Now we need to understand what are nested loops when we are working with Java. So we need to copy all these things, this outer loop as well and this inner loop as well. So when we just move on to our document, or you can say on our Java file, so if we are running these all things, how we are getting the output. For that I will be pressing just tab, and why I am pressing tab, so that I can just give the space after these all things like this. Here as well I will be pressing tab, then moving here I will be doing same thing, and here as well. So you can just see we are getting all the things. I will be pressing backspace here, and I will be pressing enter so that I can get the indentation thing here like this. Okay, and then I'll be pressing backspace here so that I can get the indentation thing. You can just see now we are getting an indentation here, and like this you need to do here as well. So I will be pressing tab like this, or you can press tab here like this. Moving forward here, press tab, and then after doing this thing, what I'm going to do is I will be just pressing space like this, and then backspace here. So now what I'm going to do is I will be running these all things, and as you know, for running I will be just pressing right click on my main.java file, and I will be pressing run file here. After pressing run file, you can just see the outer value we are getting is printed 1 time, then the inner value we are getting is 1 time again, inner again 2 time, and then 3rd time. Means we are getting outer 2 times, and if we talk about the inner values which we are printing, they are coming 6 times here, 3 times at the top in one outer, and 2nd 3rd time here as well. So means in total we are getting 6 times this inner loop printed which we have printed here, and in this inner loop I have printed the value as inner, and I have written plus j. That's the reason I'm getting inner 1, inner 2, inner 3, and we are getting it 6 times printed. And the outer value we are getting only 2 times here, because in this outer value we are printing 3 times inner value. And that's the way that how you can use nested loops in Java. So you can just see how we are using outer loop and inner loop here to use nested loops in Java. You can use different values as well. If I remove this inner here, and if I write like this is inner loop like this, so you will be getting this tag here printed in your output. And here as well I will be writing this is outer loop. And what I'm going to do is now I will be printing it, and for printing again I will be pressing right click on my main.java file, and I will be pressing run file here, or you can press shift and F6 as well, which is the shortcut key to run your file or run your Java file in this NetBeans IDE. I will be pressing run file, and you can just see we are getting this is outer loop 1 and we are getting this is outer loop 2, and in these two outer loops we are getting 3 times inner loops printed. We are getting this is inner loop 1, this is inner loop 2, and this is inner loop 3. And in outer loop 2 as well we are getting this is inner loop 1, this is inner loop 2, and this is inner loop 3. Like this we are getting all the things printed. So I hope you understand how we are using this outer loop and inner loop, and how we are using nested loops in Java. In this outer loop I have printed 3 times inner loop. And why I have printed it, so I can just show you that how nested loop works. I hope you understand how nested loop works and how we are printing this inner loop in this outer loop. If I move on to my Word document here, so here it is also written the inner loop will be executed 1 time for each iteration of the outer loop. So that's really important, that when you are printing an outer loop, so inner loop will be executed 1 time for each iteration. Remember, each iteration means for each line it will be printed only 1 time, this inner loop, and this outer loop will be printed as you write here. As I write for outer loop here, so it is printed only 1 time. But if we talk about inner loop, it will be executed 1 time for each iteration. That's the reason we are getting it executed 2 times, this inner loop here, and we are getting it 3 times first in the outer loop, and then in second outer loop we are getting it again 3 times printed, and in total you can say we are getting 6 times this inner loop executed in our outer loop. Means 2 outer loops and 3 times inner loops executed for 1 time for each iteration of the outer loop. So I hope you understand how we are using nested loops and how we are working with it, and how we are just printing different inner loops in outer loop. We have printed 3 inner loops here in 1 outer loop. You can just say 1 time for each iteration we have printed. So if you have understand this video in which we have worked on nested loops in Java, that how we are using it and how we are printing different loops here in outer loop. So remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I will be uploading in future. So like that I will be coming up with more other videos in which you will be understanding more different loops in Java, how we use different loops. We have already understand that what are while loops, what are do while loops, what are for loops, and now in this video we have understand what are nested loops in Java. And I hope you totally understand what's the purpose to use it and why we use it and how we use it when we are working it with Java. And we use nested loops in Python as well, in JavaScript as well, but not so much in JavaScript, but you can say it is most commonly used in Python. So that's the reason I have already told you about nested loops in Python in the previous videos. You can check out my Python tutorial videos which I have uploaded on this channel, from which you will be understanding that how we can use same thing in Python, and what is the difference between in Python and in Java, how we are using nested loops, and what's the difference between both languages in which we are using same thing. So just I will be meeting you in next tutorial or in next Java video from start. So for today, goodbye.